Greetings, Walla Walla YMCA fans. My name is Theresa Peasley, and I'm the Wellness Center Director at the Walla Walla YMCA. And thank you for joining for week 3 of our Wellness Challenge. And this week, we're going to be talking about tools in the toolbox. If you've been with me thus far, the last 2 weeks, week 1, we talked about focus and the intention of our focus and how important that is. Week 2, we gave you a tool, and that was the tool of gratitude, and a practice that you can use on a habitual basis to help improve all facets of your life. Again, the research is very, very clear that individuals that engage in a regular gratitude practice have decreased depression, anxiety, and loneliness, as well as increased energy, emotional intelligence, and better quality of sleep. All which are things right now that are very, very important for us to be improving in our lives. And if you liked that practice, remember it's a tool. So I would encourage you to keep using that tool on a daily basis. And I would do that for a period of at least 21 days. 21 days really does change the neuropsychology of your brain, where you can really help to rewire it to be more slated towards that type of a thinking process. So it's very, very beneficial. Now, this week we're going to be talking about meditation. And meditation, just like gratitude, has research that shows how extremely beneficial it is for the body. And as I go to my notes here, it shows that meditation and people that engage in meditation have decreased stress, anxiety, they have a higher attention span, they have less memory loss, they also have a higher emotional intelligence, just like gratitude, better self-awareness, better sleep, and better control of their pain. Now, when we think of tools in the toolbox, we think of bringing out a tool to use at a particular point in time when we need to work on something. So you can probably think in your mind, there's a project you're working on and you've got to figure out how to work this project, work this issue. So you go to your toolbox, you pick out a tool, you apply it towards the issue, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you actually have to go back to your toolbox to pick a different tool. Or maybe you need a combination of tools to work the issue or the problem, the project that you're working on. Meditation is another tool. And being honest, it's not a very popular tool, even though research shows how beneficial it is. And that's because we live in a world that is fast-paced and very focused on what you do, doing. How much are you producing? And meditation is the exact opposite of that. It asks you to slow down, take a second, and just be. Think about it. When you introduce yourself to somebody new, besides your name, after you introduce yourself, the next question that someone asks you or that you ask them is, and what do you do? It's ingrained in all of us. Instead of, who are you? Which is a much more profound and deeper question to ask. And that's what meditation asks us to focus on. So here's the challenge for this week, is to increase your ability to slow down through meditation. So every day, take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. You don't have to do more than that. Just 5 minutes out of your day to watch your breath go in and out. And during that 5 minutes, your thought process is going to go adrift. As it does, just acknowledge it and then bring it back to the breath. So again, watching and sensing your breath go in and out, bringing your focus back to the breath whenever it tends to drift off. That's it. Just 5 minutes every day. And that will just be another tool in your toolbox that you can add to this period of time. Individuals that do this really improve their prefrontal cortex function, which the prefrontal cortex is most related to feelings of happiness. And again, you don't have to do more than 5 minutes. Just focus on 5 minutes at a time. That's it for this week, and I'll be with you next week to give you another tool in your toolbox. Thanks.